Dear students, welcome to our class on weather forecasting for agriculture, lecture number 8. So, 8, 9, 10 and 11, 4 classes I'm going to cover heavy rainfall forecast. Why? Because in the climate change scenario, one of the wonderful findings of India Meteorological Department is that heavy rainfall, localized, short span. Heavy rainfall, localized, short span. The events are very in short frequencies. The frequency is very high for these episodes. So, heavy rainfall is occurring in the very localized areas in a very short time is one of the findings of India Meteorological Department because of its climate change. So that's why we, the agrometeorologists, we should not and must not cross our limits. We confine to crops, animals, horticulture crops, for forest and the fisheries. That much we limit. So how heavy rainfall is impacting that much. To cover these things, only 4 classes. The first of its class is lecture number 8. Now, see, India is prone to heavy rainfall events, okay, all through the year. During the monsoon, their frequency of occurrences are very high. Studies show under climate change scenarios, the frequency of heavy rainfall is increasing in recent years. The frequency of heavy rainfall events. 1 minute back I read it. Occurrence, if you have time, please write, occurrence of high monsoonal precipitation, occurrence of high monsoonal precipitation event over a much localized area. Underline high, first underline, localized second. Okay, occurrence of high monsoonal precipitation event over a much localized area in very short time. Please underline this also. In very short time, underline short time also. Span has been major cause of damage to agriculture properties in India. So that's why 1.5 minutes back I told we should not and must not go beyond our limits. We should confine ourselves to agriculture meteorology. Heavy rainfall events on crops, whether it is oilseeds, pulses, cereals, commercial crops, whatnot, even forest crops for that matter, limit. The horticulture crops, plantations, polyculture, pomology, whatnot. Then let us go to animals, let us go to forest fires, let us go to fisheries. Only that much. Our area is very limited. Agriculture meteorology, that much only. So here I would like to impress upon you once again that the occurrence of high monsoonal precipitation event over a much localized area in a very short time span has been the major cause of damage to agricultural properties in India. This is what, because of the climate change, this is the finding of India Meteorological Department. Now, see, let us see what is the organization and the area of responsible. Please do not get confused with 2 things. Weather forecasting is there. Weather warnings are there. Definitely. Their terminology are entirely different from heavy rainfall terminology. I repeat once again. At the national level, National Weather Forecasting Center is there. At the regional level, regional weather forecasting centers are there. At the meteorological centers, okay, state meteorological, state weather forecasting centers are there, even at the district level, and 36 subdivisions in all together. So that is the weather forecast. It is entirely different. Second thing, in addition to weather warnings, that is entirely different process. Third thing is the heavy rainfall. That's why in the next 4 classes to come, our terminology pertains to heavy rainfall, one side. Agriculture meteorology, one side. That's it. So never get confused. Now, see, if you see the structure of general, first I will tell, now before I go to heavy rainfall within 1 or 2 minutes, first I will tell what is the organization, the area of responsibility with reference to, okay, issuing operational weather forecast. What is the operational weather forecast? We have not gone into heavy rainfall forecast. Now, please, India Meteorological Department, Ministry of Earth Sciences is the nodal national meteorological agency. Which is India Meteorological Department under Ministry of Earth Sciences. Okay, it is mandated. India Meteorological Department is mandated for issuing seamless operational weather forecast, not heavy rainfall forecast. We go after 2 minutes from now. It is for issuing seamless operational weather forecast and warnings for weather hazards across India. Okay. Now, second point. IMD has a 3-tier system. Several times I told. National weather forecasting system at the Delhi level. Okay. National weather forecasting center. Regional weather forecasting. Regional means south Chennai, north Delhi, western Mumbai, eastern Calcutta, central Nagpur, northeastern Guwahati. Okay, regional meteorological centers and meteorological centers, as I told, 36 subdivisions are there. Meteorological centers are located in the headquarters of the state capitals. So the weather forecasts are issued for different temporal and spatial domains. It is not heavy rainfall. General weather forecasting service. Okay, general weather forecasting and also warnings. Now here the spatial domain range from, what is the spatial domain now? Venue, city, a district, a state, country, whatnot. So spatial domain. What is the temporal domain? We have discussed this. Short range weather forecast, medium range weather forecast, long range weather forecast. Okay, short range weather forecast, nowcast also there. 0 to 72 hours nowcast, maybe 6 hours and less, or sometimes 2 to 3 hours also we discussed. Repeating about the intensity, repeating of the problem, okay, situation, hazard. Okay, second thing, medium range weather forecast, up to 3 days to 10 days. This is not for heavy rainfall. Once again, I am impressing upon you. This is not for heavy rainfall. This is for the general, okay, warnings, hazards warning. Okay, right. So, extended range also has come. NCMRW, National Center for Meteorological Weather Forecasting. It is from 10 days to 1 month. Now, long range weather forecast, 1 season, 1 month to 1 season. Okay, good. Of course, in the traditional agriculture, traditional weather forecasting, the Panchangas you will find for the whole year also. But they are not our concern right now. However, just to impress upon you, I am telling you. Now here, all the national level, National Weather Forecasting will issue, okay, at the national level, National Weather Forecasting Center will issue subdivision wise heavy rainfall warning. Now let us come to heavy rainfall warning. 4 times in a day, valid for the next 5 days with a 2 days outlook. 5 days, 6 hourly updated. 2 days outlook. At what time? 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 9 and 12 UTC. Okay. Observation for entire country, for India. Okay. At the national level, National Weather Forecasting Center will issue subdivision wise heavy rainfall warnings. Now, the warning will be issued to national agencies, national disaster management agencies, press and electronic media, public users, and all stakeholders by different modes. In addition, the heavy rainfall warning is issued in text and color coded form. That's what we discussed. Blue, yellow, orange, red, we discussed. Now, so the heavy rainfall warning bulletin issued at the district level and subdivision level for the concerned state by regional meteorological centers and meteorological centers. Once again, I would like to repeat, impress upon you that the heavy rainfall warning bulletin issued at the district level and subdivision level for the by the concerned state, okay, for the concerned state by the regional meteorological center and meteorological center subdivision wise. Okay, right. So, meteorological centers are located at state headquarters. Now, in addition, the heavy rainfall warning is issued in the text and color coded form. Not only weather forecast, not only weather warning, heavy rainfall, HRF is also given in the color coded form. Colors, okay, no problem. General warnings, general hazards, and high rainfall, heavy rainfall, HRF is also given in the color and coded form. At RMC or MC, Regional Meteorological Center or Meteorological Center level, the heavy rainfall warning HRW will be issued by the duty officer under the supervision of Regional Meteorological Center or Meteorological Center in charge of the state. Suppose if that particular officer, there is my own experience, particular class 1 officer is not there, some other heavy, highly experienced person will be made in charge. It is the mandate in the lecture number 9, 10, 11, I'll discuss with you elaborately. Okay, now, trained heavy rainfall warning personnel, officer, grade 1 officer will be there. Now, so heavy rainfall warning is issued for different centers of IMD, It is by the different centers of India Meteorological Department. How it will be given? 1, 2, 3 I will give. National Weather Forecasting Center, Meteorological Subdivision, they will give 4 times in a day, both in the text and color coded form. Text and color coded form, heavy rainfall warning is there if at all. 4 times in a day they will give. National Weather Forecasting Center for the whole country. Now, RMC, regional metro. Here also, Meteorological Subdivision and district wise. National Weather Forecasting Division will give Meteorological Subdivision wise. Here, district wise is not there. Where the district wise comes to RMC level, Meteorological Subdivision and district wise. National only Meteorological Subdivision. 36 subdivisions are there. Here, RMC will give 36 subdivisions and district level. Meteorological Center, district wise it will be given. So, as far as the National Weather Forecasting Center is concerned, 4 times in a day. Regional Meteorological Centers 2 to 4 times in a day, and Meteorological Centers also like Regional Meteorological Centers 2 to 4 times in a day. In what form? Please understand, both in the text and also color coded form they will give. So now comes a trickish question. Forecast ranges for heavy rainfall. Forecast ranges for heavy rainfall slightly differ from forecast ranges for warnings and hazards, which I told earlier. Short range forecast, now casting. Medium range forecast, extended. And then, long range weather, 5 are there. Here, as far as heavy rainfall is concerned, high rainfall is concerned, or heavy rainfall is concerned, only 3 are there. Medium range here, medium range is first one, up to 7 days. There, medium range weather forecast, 3 to 10 days. Here, heavy rainfall, 7 days. Short range forecast like that, here also 3 days. Now casting is less than 6 hours. Less than 6 hours, almost 2 hours to 3 hours there. Now, the last part of today's class I would like to discuss with you is the classification of heavy rainfall. Classification. So, IMD has classified the heavy rainfall and terminology used for location specific rainfall ranges. We have discussed earlier. No, I need not say once again. However, it defines heavy rainfall, high rainfall otherwise, heavy rainfall is the exact term used by India Meteorological. Heavy rainfall, not high rainfall, heavy rainfall. It defines heavy rainfall for a specific station based on daily rainfall. Specific station. We cannot compare Cherrapunji, earlier, so we cannot compare with another district of my state. So that's why. Now it is based on the rainfall realized for the past 24 hours. Ending with 830 hours of highest of a specific day. Yesterday 832. Today 830 heavy rainfall. How much? That's what we call it. Now the rainfall spell categories are as follows. Rainfall spell, heavy rainfall spell are first. Heavy rainfall also is categories like this. Light spell, 1 centimeter per hour. Moderate spell, 1 to 2. Intense spell, 2 to 3. Very intense spell, 3 to 5. Extremely intense spell, 5 to 10. Cloud burst is there, more than 10. What are these numbers? Centimeters per hour. Centimeters per hour. Now, see, spatial distribution of rainfall. Here, the spatial distribution of rainfall is, isolated heavy rainfall, scattered heavy rainfall, fairly widespread heavy rainfall, widespread heavy rainfall. These are the 4 categories. Now, number 1, isolated heavy rainfall. What exactly does it mean? 25% or less of the stations in a Met subdivision or districts recording heavy rainfall. 25% or less of the subdivision or district, when 25% or less of the stations when they record heavy rainfall, we call it as the isolated high heavy rainfall. What is scattered heavy rainfall? Same district or a meteorological subdivision. If 50%, 26 to 50% less than, first one is around 25% or less of the station. 26 to 50% of the stations in the district or subdivision records heavy rainfall, then we call it as a scattered heavy rainfall. Same district or subdivision level, 51 to 76% of the stations record 51 to 75% of the stations record heavy rainfall, then we call it as a fairly widespread heavy rainfall. And finally, widespread heavy rainfall is 76 to 100% of the stations, the meteorology stations in a district or subdivision. When they record, we call it as the by this term. Thanking you for your patient hearing.